What if the motorcycle you'll be riding 10 years from now already exists, hidden inside machines you can buy today? What if the future of speed, safety, and freedom isn't coming? It's already quietly rolling onto the streets. From self-balancing bikes to hybrid engines, these 5 innovations are quietly rewriting everything we thought riding would be.
Harley Davidson Livewire. Can a motorcycle with no exhaust really feel dangerous in the best possible way? Can silence hit harder than thunder when you twist the throttle? The first time you launch a Harley Davidson Livewire, your brain doesn't have time to catch up with your body. Its permanent magnet electric motor produces 105 horsepower and 86 pound-feet of torque, all delivered instantly with no clutch and no delay. From 0 to 60 in about 3 seconds, it accelerates harder than most gasoline superbikes, even though it makes almost no sound. That contradiction is exactly what makes it so shocking. And then there's the price of entering this future. At roughly $22,800, the Livewire costs as much as a premium leader-class sport bike, yet it offers something no petrol machine can: silent brutality and near-zero maintenance. No oil changes, no valves, just raw electric force every time you twist the grip. This is where expectation collides with reality. Riders thought an electric Harley would feel empty, maybe even fake. Instead, the Livewire feels focused, aggressive, and eerily smooth, gliding through traffic like a stealth fighter. Without vibration, heat, or shifting gears, riding becomes almost meditative. Yet, when you open the throttle, the surge reminds you that rebellion doesn't need noise. It only needs power. And suddenly, the future of motorcycling feels closer than anyone expected.
Honda Riding Assist, NC 750 based. What if the one thing that scares most people away from riding, losing balance, simply didn't exist anymore? What if your motorcycle could stay upright even when you weren't ready to? Honda's Riding Assist technology, built on a modified NC 750 platform, looks like a normal mid-sized motorcycle until you see it do the impossible. There is no kickstand, no hidden support, yet the bike balances itself using a network of gyroscopic sensors and tiny electric motors that subtly adjust the front fork angle to keep it standing. Underneath sits a 745cc parallel twin engine producing around 58 horsepower, the same reliable power plant used in Honda's everyday commuter bikes, which makes this technology feel not experimental, but practical. This is where expectation collides with reality. People think the future of motorcycles is about more speed. Honda quietly decided it's about removing fear. Dropping a 220-kilogram motorcycle at a traffic light has ended more riding dreams than high-speed crashes ever have. Riding Assist gives that confidence back, especially to beginners and older riders who love the road but fear the weight. If this ever reaches production, it would likely cost only a few $1,000s more than a standard $8,000–9,000 NC 750, making it one of the most important innovations ever created. Because when a motorcycle stops falling, it stops limiting who gets to ride. BMW R1250 GS. What if your motorcycle could adjust itself before you even feel the road change? What if every pothole, bump, and corner was already accounted for? The BMW R1250 GS is powered by a 1254cc boxer twin, producing 136 horsepower and 143 Newton-meters of torque, an engine designed to carry you across continents. But its true magic lies beneath you. BMW's dynamic ESA adaptive suspension constantly measures wheel movement, road surface, and riding style, then changes damping and stiffness in milliseconds. You don't twist knobs, you don't stop and adjust. The bike simply becomes what the road demands. This is where expectation breaks. Riders assume adventure bikes are supposed to be tall, heavy, and slightly uncomfortable, Yet the R1250 GS floats over broken pavement and dirt tracks with the smoothness of a luxury sedan. On highways, it settles down, stable and calm. In corners, it tightens up, precise and controlled. And all this technology comes at a price, around $18,000 to $22,000, depending on trim. That's a serious investment, but it buys you something few motorcycles ever offer: effortless confidence on any surface. The emotional shift is subtle but powerful. You stop fighting the bike. You stop bracing for impact. Instead, you simply ride. And when a motorcycle adapts faster than your own reflexes, you realize comfort is no longer a compromise. Ducati Multistrada V4. What if your motorcycle could watch the road for you, tracking danger before you even notice it? What if it could protect you not just with power, but with awareness? At the heart of the Ducati Multistrada V4 sits a 1,158cc V4 engine producing 170 horsepower, a motor built to devour highways and mountain roads with equal hunger. But what makes this machine truly revolutionary isn't just speed, it's vision. Using front and rear radar sensors, Ducati gave this motorcycle adaptive cruise control and blind spot detection, turning it into one of the first bikes that can actually see traffic around you. And this changes everything. On a long ride, fatigue doesn't come from speed, it comes from constant vigilance. The Multistrada quietly monitors vehicles ahead and behind you, adjusting your pace and warning you when something enters your blind spot. It feels less like riding alone and more like having a co-pilot who never gets tired. Yet all this intelligence comes wrapped in a premium price. At around $26,000, the Multistrada V4 costs more than many cars, but it delivers something priceless: peace of mind and 120 kilometers per hour. The contrast is striking. Ducati is famous for raw, emotional machines, yet here it built one of the smartest motorcycles on Earth. Power and protection, emotion and logic, fused into one extraordinary ride. And once you experience it, riding without radar suddenly feels strangely blind. Kawasaki Ninja Hybrid. Can a motorcycle really be fast, efficient, and electric at the same time? Can it give you thrilling acceleration while quietly recharging itself as you ride? Kawasaki's Ninja Hybrid does exactly that, by combining a 451cc gasoline engine with an electric motor, creating a system that delivers the punch of a much larger sport bike with the efficiency of a commuter. When you accelerate, both power sources work together, giving you instant electric torque on top of traditional engine power. When you slow down, regenerative braking turns that lost energy back into electricity, recharging the battery without ever plugging in. This is where the old idea of hybrids gets flipped on its head. Riders expect complexity and compromise, yet the Ninja Hybrid feels sharp, responsive, and surprisingly light on fuel. In traffic, it can even move on electric power alone, slipping through the city in near silence. Then, on open roads, the engine wakes up, reminding you this is still a Ninja at heart. At around $12,500, it costs more than a basic 400cc sport bike, but far less than a full electric motorcycle, making it one of the most accessible gateways into the future. The emotional pull is freedom. No range anxiety, no waiting to charge, just ride, recharge, and keep going. And suddenly, tomorrow's technology feels ready for today's roads. These 5 motorcycles prove the future isn't about losing control, it's about gaining confidence. Which innovation would you ride? Comment below, subscribe, and stay with us as we uncover the next generation of two-wheeled freedom.